Okay, in the last video, we have learned about the concept for no such element exceptions. I think there were total 6 to 7 reasons we have discussed which causes this no such element exception. Okay, so in this video, we are going to go for a hands-on. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Okay, validate the locator. So whenever I see a no such element exception, I never touch the code first. Okay, the very first thing I do is to validate the locator, because most of the time Selenium is not wrong. We are. Okay. Selenium simply searches the DOM for exactly what we tell it to search for. So before blaming weights, timing, or the framework issues, we need to confirm one thing. Does this element actually exist in the DOM or not? And does my locator points to it correctly or not? Okay. So let's do that now. I will open DevTools. I will go to the element tabs. I will highlight the element on the page. And now I will try to locate it using the same, using XPath or locator that Selenium is using. If DevTool can't find it, Selenium will definitely won't be able to find it. So this step alone eliminates nearly 40 to 50% of no such element exception issues. Once the locator is confirmed, then we move on to, timing, frames, or dynamic behaviors. Okay, so let's validate this locator properly before changing anything in the code. Okay, so think of this as checking the address first. Okay, before we start complaining that the delivery itself was delivery did not arrive to your doorstep. So you'll have to make sure that address is correct, right? So this is what it's all about. So here I have mentioned two URLs, and these I'll show you one by one. Okay, let's go for the easiest one, google.com. Okay, let me write the code to get the URL. Let me run it. Okay, it's building it. Okay, so it has opened. It is opening google.com. Let the page load, and then we will go to the elements tab and try to locate some elements there. Okay, so it has loaded. Let's see if test has passed or not. Yeah, it has passed. So from here also we can see the test has passed. Means it was successfully able to open this URL. Now let me go to the google.com. I'll open the inspect element. Let's inspect this. This is the Google, right? Yeah. Let me copy this element, paste it here so that you can also see. Okay, so it has many things. Okay, I'm going to go for class so that we can find it using the class. Let's see. Dot find element, and the locator we are going to use here is class. Okay, so I'm going to search it by class name. Let's give the class name as this. Okay, this is the actual class name from the element. So when I give this class name, uh, you know this element should be found using this locator. Let's see if it works or not. Okay, by running it. It will open one more browser tab, not tab, entire browser. So let's say it is going for the google.com URL, and then once it is loaded, it will go for the Google, the class, which we mentioned in the locator. So it is showing that it has passed. It means it has successfully found this locator. Found this element using the locator. Okay, now let's make a mistake here. First of all, let's see. It has passed. Now let's change this to something 1, 2, 3. Okay. So in our element, we see that the class name is this, but I have just given this. Just one example, it's a mistake, simple mistake. Okay, which means that the locator is wrong, and ideally it is supposed to give us no such element exception, because it should not be able to find that element or using the locator which we have given, because the locator itself is wrong. Let's run it once again and see. Okay, so it has opened that URL, google.com, and now it is supposed to find out this one using the locator. So let's see. Yeah, it's saying test has failed. Let's see why it has failed. Yes, it says no such element exception, no such element, unable to locate element. Okay, and it is not able to find out this one, this locator. So it is clear, right? When you use locator, you have to be very careful whether you are putting it right address there or not. Let's say you end up putting a wrong address here, it may not be able to find that locator in that DOM. If it doesn't find that locator, then it will give you no such element exception, because that element is not there. Okay, there are other reasons as well, which we will discuss one by one in other classes or other lectures, but this is clear, right? Now let's take one more example. I'll close this additional tabs or additional browser windows, and let's go here. Let's try to find out this one. Let's locate this. So it says copy element. I'll just copy this element here so that you can also see. Okay, so this is actually a link, as you can see, and in the element I have copied here also, you can see href is there. So basically this link has a label named store. Okay, when you click on that, it is going to redirect to that link. Okay, here you can see the label is store, but it has this link href. So whenever you click on that link, it is supposed to navigate you to this page. So let's try to find out using driver.find element. Since it is a link test, a link will go by link text, and I'll give you store, which I copied from here. Okay, this was the label, right? So I use this one here. Now let's see. So this time it is not supposed to give you no such element exception, because we have given correct one, the correct label here, and that label actually exists in the DOM. Okay, so until unless something element rendering is there in the DOM, or if it is not very slow, because I have not given some wait conditions here, it is supposed to pass. Now let's see. Okay, everything is loaded. Okay, it has failed. It says it has failed because no such element are there. Okay. I have not commented this one. Okay, so it has searched for this one, it has failed, so it was failed. I just commented this one, and now it will just search for this locator and give us the result. Let me rerun it once again. Alright, so now it is running. Now it is supposed to open google.com and it is supposed to find this element using this locator. Well, let's see. Yep, it has passed. Okay, it has opened one more browser window and it has found this. I did not perform any action, since it is a link. I can also click on it and see what we are getting there, but I'm not going to go for those details because we will learn about those actions in a different class. This is just for understanding the exception part, okay, and why it is being caused and how can we fix it. So let me close this. So let me recap here what we have learned so far. Okay, so let me just write it down so that you will also remember. So there are some golden locator priorities, okay, that you need to always keep in mind. First one is ID. We will use only if it is stable. Okay, it is very fast, very effective, but we will use only if it is stable. Second, we can go for name. Third, we can go for link text. Fourth, CSS, it is preferred. Okay, and final is XPath. We will use this only when it is needed. Okay, now let's take one more example with a different website. Let me just comment this one out so that it won't interfere. We have this website. This is a mock website of an e-commerce website. It's a mock one. So let's try to open this website first and see what's there. Okay, then we can find out those elements and then we can play with that. Let me run this. All right, the website is getting loaded. Okay, so it has opened. I'll close this Google one. We'll see. So this is kind of like a website for store, and it has passed because it was successfully able to open this. Now let's try to find out some locators to check this no such element exception. Okay, let me open inspection and let's see. Okay, so this is a link text, right? Let's see what it gives us. I'm just copying it so that I can show it to you. Let's see what it has to offer here. Okay, so it says that this is a link text, okay, and this has this as a label, which we can also see from this page. So what I will try to do this time is I will write a locator and then I'll try to find it by link text. I'll give the locator label and then I will click on it. Let's see what happens. Okay, let me run it. Okay, it's running now. So it means that it will open this website and then it will look for this locator. Okay, it has loaded the website. And you see it is taking some time to load it completely. So this website is very slow. Okay, so now it was able to open that website and perform a click operation. And when it clicked on it, it took us to this page. Okay, let's try one more. Let's try to find out this one. Okay, or I would say that instead of doing this, let me just change it to QA simplified by Akash. Let's see if it is able to find out this one or not. So I'll close this one and let me rerun this. So it's a little bit slow, but let it build, then it will run the test case. Okay, now it's running. Now it will load that website, okay, and we'll try to find out or locate this locator, okay. Let's see if it is able to find that out on that website page or not. If it doesn't, then we should get no such element exception. Okay, the website is loaded and we have got no such element exception because the link we have provided here and that link which is supposed to have this label, it does not exist on that page. So it has gone through the entire DOM and tried to find out whether this label exists anywhere or not with a link. Okay, and since it was not able to find that one out, it has given us no such element exception. So let's say if you are also making that mistake, you have to be aware. Okay, and mostly what I have seen that people, the locator part, people can find that one out, and then they can provide the right one, but mostly they make mistakes with XPath. Okay, so let's say if you have not given the right XPath and then you try to run your test and it will go to that website. If it doesn't find out that path, it means that it won't be able to locate that particular item you want to locate there. In that case, it will give you this no such element exception, and you keep on banging your head that why this exception has come. Okay, so this is the very first mistake people will make. There are many mistakes. Okay, I mean there might be sometimes if page is loading and then you try to find the that element out using some locator or some XPath. It may be very early, that element is not there yet in the DOM, and you try to find that one out. In those cases also, it will give you no such element exceptions. And there are other 6 7 5 6 other root causes which cause this, but in this video we are just going to discuss about the locators. So I'll give you one more example with XPath. Okay, and we will see. So I'll just comment this out. Let's close this also, and let's see. Here we have this. Okay, let's try to find this one out. So I'll just inspect this element. Okay, I have got this. So we have id and class equal to id equal to article and class equal to card text. So let's write a XPath for this. So it says that total 9, you know, if you use this X path, it is going to find out total 9 elements there. So which is not good. We need to have this unique so that we can, it can track it using pinpoint accuracy and give you the result. You see, 2 out of 9 it is showing. If I just lets me show you the next, it has so many of them. Okay, so let's make it unique. I will try to find out this text which is mentioned in the, let's say find out this one. Okay, now you see just one. So now your X path has become unique. If it is not unique, or if it is duplicate, or there are many such elements present there, we can have some options to capture all those elements. But let's say you want to find out some unique one, then you need to have a unique X path. And if you make a mistake here, let's say instead of class card text I put something else, and that will not contain this text. In that case, again, your locator or your X path is wrong. And if you try to run your test using this one, it is going to scroll over entire DOM and it is not going to give you any result. Let me give you an example. You see, now it is 0, it is showing 0. So on the DOM, if you use this X path, it will not get you anything. And finally, when you run your test case, it will give you, it will be a failure, it will give you no such element exception. So you make sure that you check your X paths and locators for uniqueness, okay, and then only you run your test case. So let me use this. I'll try to use X path this time. Okay, let's see. It is not supposed to fail. Okay, so even though this was correct, it has still given me this. Okay, let me add some weight. And then see. Why am I adding weight? Because we have seen that the page is taking too much time to load. So in that case, it may be possible that because it is taking too much time to load, these elements are still not present yet in the DOM. And at that time, when we try to find this one out, it will give us this no such element exception. So let's see if it is the case or if there is something else. Okay, so this time it has passed. So this was a clear-cut case of you know time issue. And you might ask me that in my previous videos I have told you that to not use thread.sleep or use some condition based time and condition based, so that it can wait until this particular element is loaded in the DOM, and then we can find this one out. But this content is for next video, where we'll discuss about time based no such element exception. I think you have already seen one example here, but we'll see why this no such element exception comes because of time issue and how we can fix them. And this is not the right way. I just use this to check it whether this time issue is causing it or not, which is correct because we got our test case passed. So I think this is that's it for this video. Okay, in next video let's discuss about that time based no such element exception and how we can handle it. Okay, till then, bye and thanks for watching.